Children, today we will be revising statistics. In this chapter, children, today you will revise frequency distribution table, column graphs, arithmetic mean and median. Fine? Children, what is statistics? It is the branch of mathematics that deals with the study of data, plural of datum. Data means numerical information. Children, here we have learned that the data that have been collected but not organized in any way are called raw data or unclassified data. For example, look at this example. Here the data is not in proper order. To organize these raw data, there is a simple way of arranging in array. Array means to arrange the data in proper order, either in ascending order or descending order. Here you can see the previous data is arranged in proper order. Frequency. The number of times a particular term or value occurs in a collection of data is called the frequency of the term. In this table you can see the frequency of 5 is 2. Now let's move on. Next topic, frequency distribution table. What do you mean by frequency distribution table? A table in which the frequencies of observations or terms are given is called a frequency distribution table or simply a frequency table. A frequency table has 3 columns. We write the observation in their ascending order in the first column. Their tally marks are drawn in the second column. The frequency obtained by counting the tally marks occupy the third column. Children, what do you mean by range? The difference between the largest observation and the smallest observation in a given set of data is called the range of the data. Data representation. Data representation is the method of representing the information in terms of pictures, symbols, graphs, or numbers. The information we collect is called data. The two most popular way of representing the data are pictograph and column graph, also known as bar graph. Children, let's move to the first one, pictograph. What is pictograph? It is the visual representation of data using pictures. So picture is the key of pictograph. For example, children, look at this example. Favorite subjects: math, reading, social studies, and the most favorite subject is maths. This is how with the help of pictures we show the pictograph. Make a note, children. It's very important. Pictograph is omitted from the syllabus. Column graph, also known as bar graph. Data can be represented visually by columns, also called bars. This representation of graph is called column graph or bar graph. The 3 most important points which should be considered while preparing the bar graph are: the bars drawn can be vertical or horizontal. Second, the breadth or the width of the bars must be equal. Third, the gap between the consecutive bars are kept equal. Clear? The bar graph can be vertical bar graph in which the bars drawn are vertical, and you can see here the gap between the bars are same, or it may be horizontal. In case of horizontal bar graph, the bars are horizontal and the scales are marked on horizontal axis, as it's very clear in this figure. You can see, children. Children, to prepare bar graph, we'll use graph paper. You all are familiar with it. A graph paper can make the drawing of column graphs easier. It has horizontal and vertical lines marked across it. The space between the lighter lines is 1 mm, while that between the darker lines is 1 cm. Question 7 is to prepare the bar graph. Let's read the question. The table shows the time taken by 4 students to read a story. Represent the data by a bar graph. Names and time taken in minutes. Ruby takes 25 minutes. Nitin takes 30 minutes. Biru 20 minutes and Boni 35 minutes. So let's move to the preparation of the bar graph. Let's start. Draw the two axes, label them. Time taken on vertical axis and horizontal axis shows the names. Then mark the scales. Decide your scale as 1 centimeter equals to 10 minutes and accordingly you write on vertical axis. Next, draw the bars according to the given data. Ruby takes 25 minutes, Nitin 30 minutes, Biru takes 20 minutes to complete the story, Boni takes 35 minutes to complete the same story. Then give a title, time taken to read a story by 4 students. Children, you can make it more attractive by filling the colors. From here it is very clear. Ruby takes 25 minutes to complete the story. Nitin 30 minutes. Biru 20 minutes. And Boni takes 35 minutes to complete the story. Clear? Let's try to understand why is mean useful. Do you know, children? An important property of the mean is that it includes every value of the data set as a part of its calculation. The mean can be used to get overall idea or the picture of the data set. Now let's see how we actually find the average. Consider these 5 numbers 1, 4, 7, 13 and 15. There is a very simple way in which the average can be calculated. It can be calculated as sum of observation divided by the number of observation. That's how simple it is to find the average. Look at the numerator first. Sum of observation means sum of these observation. 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 13 plus 15. And how many observations do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we divide the sum by the number of observation, that is 5. So 1 plus 4, 5, 5 plus 7, 12, 12 plus 13, 25, 25 plus 15 is 40. So average would equal 40 divided by 5, which is equal to 8. This is the average of the 5 number in the list. The average is also called mean, or to be more precise, arithmetic mean. So children, it's so simple to calculate arithmetic mean. Now let's learn to find the sum of observation. Children, as you have learned, mean equals to sum of observations upon number of observations. In short, sum upon numbers. So if we cross multiply, we get the sum of observation. Sum of observation equals to mean into number of observations. So what is sum of observation? Product of mean and number of observations. To understand this, let's see an example of exercise 1C. Question number 4 of exercise 1C is the mean weight of 4 persons equal to 75 kg. Find their total weight. So here you are given mean weight and the number of persons. And the question is find the sum of observation. Sum of observation means total weight equals to mean weight into number of persons. That is 75 into 4 equals to 300 kg. Clear? So children, when you are given mean and the number of observations, their product equals to the sum of observation. This is the second type of question. Okay. Now let's learn to find the number of observation. The third type of question possible. As you know, mean equals to sum of observation upon number of observation. So number of observations, how can you find? Sum of observation divided by mean. Clear? To make it more clear, children, I'll go with an exercise question. Question number 5 of 1C. The question is, some students contributed a total of rupees 5,412 to a relief fund. If the mean contribution per student was rupees 132, find the number of students. So to find the number of observation, we divide sum by mean. Sum means total. Total is here 5,412 5,412 divided by mean means 132. So let's calculate number of students equals to 5,412 divided by 132. That is sum of observation divided by mean, and that is equal to 41. Hence the number of students are 41. Clear? So children, you have learned three types of questions. First to find mean, next to find sum of observation, and third to find the number of observations. What do you mean by median? Median means middle value, and it is used to give the middle value in a set of data. Or you can say it is the best way of measuring central tendency. Let's see an example. Here you have three numbers, 3, 4, 5, and which is the middle value or the middle observation? 4. Now let's learn to find median. You are provided ungrouped data. Step 1, arrange the given data in ascending or descending order. For example, here we have few numbers. We'll follow the step 1 and arrange in ascending order. As usually we prefer ascending order. Now, suppose the number of observations are n. Then there are two cases. Let's move to the first case. Case 1, if n is odd. In that case, median is n plus 1 by 2th term. Look at the given above data. In this case, you have 5 observations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means n is 5. So, the median is 5 plus 1 by 2. Substitute the value n equals to 5 and simplify. Equals to third observation. Hence, the median is 4. Children, let's move to the next possibility. Case 2. Suppose n is even. In that case, median is the mean of two terms, n by 2 and n by 2 plus 1th term. And to understand this, let's move to an example. The given data is 0, 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, which is not arranged. So follow the step 1, arrange in order, and then count the number of observations. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 observations. So n equals to 6. So children, in this case, median is the mean of which two terms? 6 by 2 and 6 by 2 plus 1th observation. N is 6, so we'll substitute n equals to 6 in it. 6 by 2 equals to 3. So third term and the next term, fourth term. The mean of these two terms is the median. In the above data, the third term is 2 and the fourth term is 3. So 2 plus 3 by 2. That is mean of the two observation equals to 2.5 is the median. Children, hope all are seriously revising the sums given. To learn this chapter in deep, refers the lectures provided on it. Fine? So with this, I conclude. Take care, stay blessed. Thank you.